Hey, what's up, everybody? Josh here. Welcome to the R-Rated Show. Man, DC had a huge day yesterday. They dropped a bunch of trailers, big stuff too. We got a Wonder Woman in 1984 second trailer. We got a Gotham Knights video game trailer. We got the Zack Snyder cut trailer, which is like a 4-hour version of Justice League. So we're gonna be getting that real soon. What else we got? Suicide Squad 2 with they really spent a lot of time rehabbing James Gunn's image in that, I feel like, but the trailer was kind of interesting. It's a lot of moving parts, I have a feeling, in that movie, but they're saying it's supposed to be huge. But most notably, what dropped yesterday, and I honestly thought it was a fan trailer or something, and when I saw it pop up on YouTube, and I was like, let's check this out. I was like, oh, this looks real legit, and then I realized I was watching the Warner Brothers channel, and I was like, oh, this is like a legit, real, the Batman trailer. So let's take a look at it real quick. Now, I do have to like break this down into like short segments because I'm gonna get a copyright claim, and not only that, I sped it up a little bit too to avoid getting a copyright claim. So let's take a look at it and bear with me. We'll just get through it real quick. Um, Interesting way to start the trailer with a little bit of audio of like duct tape being pulled, and then we get the image of, I guess, I think that's maybe the Riddler in disguise, and then we get this image of this dude with his head duct taped. I would assume he's dead, suffocated, but it says "No More Lies," which is interesting because it made me think. We're in this election year, and there's a lot of nasty politics, dirty pool going on with a lot of lies in the media. I wonder if this is commentary to that. Maybe it's commentary to our political situation right now, but obviously I made that connection right away. So this movie has a big cast. It's got the Riddler is I think going to be a villain in this, pretty sure. I think the Penguin and Catwoman and Batman and Commissioner Gordon. So it's going to be a pretty busy movie. I don't really like it when they, load up the villains too much because it feels like maybe there's too many moving parts, and the movie kind of when a movie has too many moving parts, it tends to not flow very well because you have to keep constantly moving back and forth between plot points and storylines. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I really like this trailer a lot. I've seen it a couple times already. So we get the new Commissioner Gordon, which is that dude from Westworld. Good actor. A big obvious change is obviously they changed the race of Commissioner Gordon, which I don't really care. I mean, as long as the role is portrayed correctly, what's the big deal? I think this guy can do a Commissioner Gordon real well, and Hollywood's progressive, so what are you going to do? Oh, also, I was going to say, whenever I hear Nirvana used in anything, especially a trailer, I just cringe. But to be honest with you, it kind of works. Like something in the way sets a definite tone, and because it's so dark and introspective, and Batman is dark and introspective, so it makes sense. Like they're saying this shit is gonna be dark, and this is probably the darkest, grittiest Batman that we've seen to date. I think. I mean, it looks like they're trying to really ground this movie in some kind of reality and trauma and stuff, and so. Yeah, I'm digging it, honestly. Like, you kind of want to roll your eyes and go like, oh, dark and gritty, dark and gritty. That's all they ever do. But it seems like they're really trying to talk about the Batman, and his trauma and stuff. So we get a little tease of Batman with his boots and cape here. Pretty cool. No spray painted Nike boots. So this has got to be the Riddler. It says this is a card sent to the police or something, and it says, having a clue, let's play a game, just me and you, and there's some sort of cryptic symbols writing down here, and then over here it says, what does a liar do when he's dead? I think that's what I can't see the left side of the card, but I think that's what it says. This got to be Riddler. I mean, the envelope's green, for crying out loud, but So one of the things, the main thing that I really want, aside from a really awesome Batman performance, is I want some actual detective work. I want to see Batman do detective work, because they always kind of skimp on that. They always kind of like, they use it as a tool to move the story along, but they don't ever show Batman really getting into following clues and learning things and, like, you know, rising to the challenge of using his brain. You know, it's usually just him grumbling a lot and then punching somebody or something, you know, like, and with a little dash of romance or something from the female lead. But it's like, let's see some actual detective work. And I think what the angle they're using here is the video games like Arkham Asylum. Like, even like the cape and cowl and the suit look a little bit like Arkham Asylum, and like there was a lot of detective gameplay in that, and I really liked that aspect of the video game. So look, this is really cool. Like, the first images we saw of Robert Pattinson's Batman, the cowl itself, I didn't really dig the way the ears came off the mask, and you can definitely tell this is like a lo-fi thing. It's not like Batman really gotten into his tech side yet, so he's got like, it's almost got it like a handmade feel, and like he's got this suit's the cowl, the suit where the neck meets the head, the shoulders, like it's got like this collar on it. And I think that's there to kind of solve the head moving problems that the Batman suit always has. You know, and that's sort of a practical fix, which I kind of think's cool. And this looks good. I like this. It's kind of believable, you know? I think that bat symbol is a batarang that pops out, I think, which would be kind of cool. And the cape's got this like shiny material, which I think is interesting too. So I like it. And then you can see his eyes a little bit, which is cool. I think the biggest criticism of this movie so far is like the choice of Robert Pattinson, because he's got that stink of the Twilight franchise on him still, which I really don't think is fair. Like, Robert Pattinson's a good actor. He's really done some good roles. He's a good actor. Like, if you just give him a chance, you watch some of the movies he's done. Like, the guy's got some chops, and he's really trying to break away from that pretty boy image and do some, you know, grittier stuff. He just did that movie, The Lighthouse, with Willem Dafoe. That was, you know, pretentious as fuck, but really interesting movie for him to do. He's a good actor. I just think, you know, people see him as sort of more, you know, not a traditional Bruce Wayne type, you know, Robert Pattinson doesn't really have a lot of stature to his frame. So that's a little bit of a, you know, hurdle to overcome. Like, last I even heard about the Batman was that he got fired off the production because he wasn't playing ball, beefing up with the role and working out and stuff. So obviously that's a bunch of BS, but get the shot of him masked up, you know, I guess it's a maybe pre-Batsuit shot, and he's got this, like, you know, makeup around his eyes. Obviously Batman does that when he wears the cowl to like hide the skin around his eyeball, but you know, he's got the bangs hanging down. I don't really, it doesn't bug me that much. It's, people are complaining about it, but we get the bat cycle, looks like a little bit. What are we looking at here? Not quite sure. Looks like a victim here has crashed a funeral of some sort.
What do you want to do?
This is an interesting shot of Bruce Wayne. This is promising to me because you know, Bruce Wayne is somewhat of a facade. He's like the rich playboy bachelor, millionaire bachelor, and this is interesting because that look on his face. And Robert Pattinson may be a really good choice for this because he's got that sort of sullen demeanor tone to his presence already. And Batman is a Bruce Wayne Batman. He's broken, you know, he's got trauma that he lives with every day. And I think Robert Pattinson can add something to that. I think one of the things you really have to do when you're portraying Bruce Wayne Batman is that you have to show different characters. Bruce Wayne is a character. There's a different version. There's the person, the Bruce Wayne that he shows to people. There's himself when he's like at home with Alfred. Then there's like Batman version of Bruce Wayne, and dealing with his trauma and dealing with the things that he does, and the way he lives his life, as having these like multiple personalities almost. This is promising to me because it shows that the actor is connecting with that side of Batman, Bruce Wayne. So yeah, we're gonna get a new version of Catwoman. Not sure who the actress is playing Catwoman, but it looks like it's gonna be the kind of Adam Hughes version of the cat suit, which is, I think, really cool. I didn't really care for Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I mean, it was fine. Dark Knight Rises, whatever. Didn't really capture Catwoman for me. I think this version will be pretty good. I'd like to see her be a cat burglar a little bit, and like flesh out these characters. That's one thing I'm really hoping they don't do is rush through, character building of the villains and stuff, but could be interesting. Okay, so this is, I think, going to be the Penguin, and the actor is the dude from True Detective Season 2. He's been in a bunch of stuff. I mean, he's a famous actor, and I've drawn a blank. I'll let me look it up real quick, but it's interesting, the transformation here from, they really uglied the actor up a lot to make him to fit the character, and I didn't think that they were going to be able to, I didn't think that actor was going to be able to pull off Penguin, but now that I'm seeing this, I'm thinking it could be cool. Yeah, so it's Colin Farrell. If you can believe, that's Colin Farrell. I don't know if he put on weight, if they gave him prosthetics or whatever, but it's looking pretty good. Zoe Kravitz is going to be Selena Kyle. So, yeah, that should be interesting. Both those guys seem like good choices to me. Let me see this shot of Batman again. Where is it? Right there. Maybe they added the collar because he's got such a skinny neck, because he's not a big guy. He's not a man of stature, which is problematic for Batman for me. But maybe that's why they added the collar, to kind of shield that, because you can kind of see he's thin. But this looks pretty cool. I don't know. I like it. It's like standing there in the rain. Just getting into some sort of confrontation with the local authorities, I guess. Looks like Selena and Bruce have a little confrontation. Their relationship's just classically like that. They have a love-hate sort of thing. It's their adversaries that kind of grow to like each other and work together. This is cool. So I like that they're showing origin stuff here, and it's just very simpler. They have like a cat burglar thing going. I mean, Selena Kyle, she steals, jewelry and whatever to fund her lifestyle and whatnot, and I like it. It's fun. I'm sure we'll probably see a good version of the Catwoman suit before the end of the movie for sure. So we have a funeral going on. So are these like Penguin minions over here? So we get a little teaser of Batman in action here. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, it's sped up a little bit. Remember, I sped this up by 0.5 or something, so I don't get copyright hit. But so it looks faster than the trailer. Usually, the trailer would show it, but at the normal speed. But it's pretty brutal. I mean, he's not fucking around, and it's interesting to see the look on their faces, like they're all just like, holy shit. But so these are some of the Penguin gang over here, or they almost look like they're Joker goons. But okay, so that's the very first thing that we've heard the Batman say, this version, this reboot. He says, who are you? What are you? And he says, I'm vengeance. So I actually think that's cooler than just saying I'm Batman. I mean, okay, look, I'm not gonna knock Michael Keaton '89 Batman. You know, that was a great moment too. Awesome cinematic history. But you know, they obviously want to take this in a different direction, and they're telling us, hey, this version of Batman is going to be imbued with darkness that is wants vengeance for, I guess, you know, his parents' death. I mean, that's his pure motivation, right? His vengeance against evildoers. The Batmobile. I think this fucking Batmobile is slick, dude. I like it. You know, they've taken it in the really technical direction where, you know, it's a very alien design. The Nolan Batmobile, you know, was like so different from the '89 Batmobile, which was really sleek and kind of like had all these like gothic curves. And then the one they had was like almost like a tactical tank in the Nolan series, which, you know, look, I mean, I thought it was cool, but I like this as like almost like a modified muscle car. You know, like again, I said I think they're trying to ground this shit in reality. So this is cool. I this is my favorite Batmobile I think I've seen so far. Personally, I think it's cool. I'm down with this. So we get some action shots of Batman here, using his grappling hook. That's good. You got to have the tech, the gadgets. You got to have the tech. There's more of Penguin. See the something in the way Nirvana, the Kirk. This for sure it's like a re-recorded version. You know, it's not the original version, but it's selling the tone of the movie to me. It's working real good. So what's he say? You're a part of this too. So yeah, this shot right here, this has been getting some shit around the nerd groups. Basically, they're saying, "Oh, he looks emo. Bruce Wayne looks emo." Obviously, the weird thing about this, it's almost uncanny valley. It looks almost like a computer generated face. It doesn't look like call me out on it. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. It almost looks like computer generated, but anyway, the point is that they're saying, oh, Bruce Wayne is emo and stuff, and because he's got the bangs and the dark eyeliner, and you know, but obviously he just came back from doing battle. He's just like taking his mask off. He's got the dark circles because he paints his eyes to hide the skin around his eyeball. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. It's kind of cool to see a different version of Bruce Wayne. I'm just gonna have to see more, you know. I'm just gonna have to see more. I mean, how does Pattinson really portray the character? But I have to say that I like this really dark shit, man. I like it. I like that he's like it seems like he's on the edge here. Like he's just really a man who is traumatized and has an obsession and is at a breaking point. And I got that whole sort of idea vibe from just looking at, you know, that expression, that little bit of acting was really cool, you know. So 2021, we gotta wait a while. I think it's slated for October 2021, which is a bummer, man. It's like over a year away, but great teaser trailer. I'm super excited for this movie. I think it looks really cool. What do you guys think? Give me your opinion in the comments below. Please like and or subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I mean, the channel's growing great. I'm almost at 3,000 subs. Really got some momentum going. But yeah, let me know what you think about this new version of Batman. What do you think of Robert Pattinson? Please be respectful and, you know, give me your honest opinion, but just be respectful. That's all I ask. And, you know, there's no need to say awful things to each other or to me. Just give me your opinion and we can have a conversation about it. That's what I like to do on the show. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think of The Batman 2021 and Robert Pattinson and the good things to come. So, as I always say, stay awesome, stay R-rated. Cheers. Hey, what's up, everyone? Josh here. Just want to say thanks so much for listening to the show. We really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button. And go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. We'd love to have you on board. Lots of great content coming in 2020. And we just really enjoy the community over here and enjoying pop culture together. So if you get a chance, hit subscribe. Really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, stay awesome, stay R-rated. Cheers.